Have you ever wondered what the deeper meaning behind biblical verses might be? What if the interpretation of these ancient words could unlock a new understanding of the world we live in today? Consider the verse from the book of Revelation. Blessed and holy are those who have part in the first resurrection. The second death has no power over them, but they will be priests of God and of Christ, and will reign with him for 1,000 years. This verse is often interpreted as a prophecy of a future event, 1,000-year reign of Christ on earth. But what if this 1,000 years isn't a literal millennium in the future, but a symbolic representation of a period in our past? This interpretation gains weight when we consider another verse from the same book. When the 1,000 years are over, Satan will be released from his prison. Could this be a metaphorical description of a historical event? The birth of William the Conqueror, the many times great-grandfather of Queen Elizabeth, who invaded England and whose descendants ruled for 1,000 years, could fit this description. This period, often referred to as the Middle Ages, was characterized by darkness and strife, hence the term medieval, and the reason their warriors were called knights. But what if the end of this 1,000-year period marked the beginning of a new golden age, an era of truth and beauty? This idea is supported by the verse from the book of Peter, "One day is like 1,000 years." If each day in this verse represents a 1,000-year period, then the first coming of Christ could have ushered in the first golden age from 33 to 1033 AD. This brings us to the verse from the book of John. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. Could this night be a metaphor for the 1,000-year reign of William the Conqueror and his descendants? And could the day that follows represent the new golden age that we are now entering? This interpretation suggests that the apocalypse, Armageddon, and Revelations do not signify the end of the world, but rather the removal of the veil, and the veil that has been obscuring the truth is being lifted, revealing a world transformed beyond our wildest imaginations. As the verse from the book of Revelation promises, "Verily I say unto thee, all of these things I have been doing, and even greater things than these shall ye do." This could be interpreted as a prophecy of the great transformation that humanity is undergoing, a transformation that is bringing about a new golden age. In conclusion, the interpretation of these biblical verses suggests that we are not heading towards the end of the world, but rather towards a new golden age, a time of truth, beauty, and transformation that has already begun and that nothing can stop. And welcome to the new golden age.